I'm Jordan Klepper, and this is the Daily Show. We worked on that all day.
All day. And completely forgot to prepare the rest of the show.
So we are just winging it from here on out, but it's going to be a great show, so let's get into the headlines. Oh, I'm loving this.
All right, let's begin with the big story out of Washington, D.C. One of the rising young stars of the Republican Party is not rising anymore.
We begin with that shocking turn by embattled New York Congressman George Santos, saying he will not run for re-election. That announcement follows the release of the House Ethics Committee report just hours ago, concluding there is substantial evidence Santos violated federal criminal laws.
This report could potentially change the calculation on Capitol Hill, saying he fraudulently exploited every aspect of his House candidacy for his own personal financial profit.
They say that Santos blatantly stole from his campaign, spending campaign funds, according to this report, on things like Botox, lavish trips to Atlantic City, on OnlyFans, on designer goods. I mean, really everything under the sun.
George?
Oh, no, our star volleyball player, George.
The man that prevented 9/11.
No. Oh. Leslie, I hate to say it, but this man is really making me start to distrust politicians. Leslie, can you believe this?
I can't believe it, but it's true. Santos got caught spending campaign money on Botox and OnlyFans. And this is on top of him stealing credit cards, wire fraud, and identity theft. When he goes to jail and they ask him, what are you in for? He's going to be like, everything. and I don't even get some of the spending. How do you spend money on lavish trips to Atlantic City? Have you been to Atlantic City? Trip there just means that you don't go home with bed bugs. And he's spending money on OnlyFans. I mean, I feel sorry for his campaign manager. Mr. Santos, should we buy some more bumper stickers? No! I need this to jack off!
Yeah. I mean, here's what I think. Why is he spending money on Botox? He's the youngest member of Congress by 1,000 years, and you don't get Botox. Just stand next to Mitch McConnell.
Exactly. He doesn't need Botox,
no.
But the rest of them old-ass congressmen do. We should at least get Chuck Schumer some more titties. Some new titties.
However many he wants, he gets them. Let's consider the case settled. Moving on to international news. Yesterday, President Biden met with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and it sounds like the results were mixed.
Now to the high-stakes summit between President Biden and China's President Xi.
The leaders of the world's two greatest superpowers had not even spoken in a year, now lowering the temperature, agreeing, President Biden says, to pick up the phone when the other one calls.
There was another headline out of the meeting that I think a lot of Americans will be happy to hear.
Just a week after Washington's National Zoo said farewell to those three giant pandas in D.C., President Xi overnight teased that China will send more pandas back to the U.S., calling them envoys of friendship.
New fallout this morning from President Biden's meeting with a man he called a dictator.
Well, look, he is. I mean, he's a dictator in the sense that he is a guy who runs a country that is a communist country that is based on a form of government totally different than ours.
The Chinese Foreign Ministry quickly responding, calling the remark extremely wrong and irresponsible political manipulation.
Now, I understand why China is mad, but in Biden's defense, dictator is actually the least offensive thing I've heard an 80-year-old man call a Chinese dude. And some people wish Biden was more diplomatic to a guest. But let's be honest. A week from now, everyone in America is going to talk shit about every single person who comes over for Thanksgiving. And if I can call my cousin a pill-popping drama queen, then Biden can call a dictator a dictator. Leslie, am I wrong about this?
No, No, you are not wrong about this. But, I sure wish he had the balls to say it to him in person, you know? If you gonna call me a bitch to my face.
I have that on a throw pillow.
Now, what we should be talking about, though, is those pandas. I'm so excited. They're coming back.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Yes, pandas are exciting, but let's not get distracted by sideshows. The media will pay attention to the little things, not the serious issues. We need to focus on Taiwan, the Uyghurs, climate change.
Yes, of course. Taiwan is very important.
Of course.
But them pandas,
right.
though.
Yeah.
Them pandas. Did you see the video of the pandas where they roll around in the snow? Oh, my God, so cute.
They are very cute. The snow makes it only cuter. I mean, I get it. But we shouldn't take our eye off the ball.
Ooh, speaking of a ball, did you see the video of them playing with the ball?
I mean, that is adorable. That's adorable because it's like a dog meets a bear, which is a panda. It's dog bear play. It's just like a cute little machine.
That's so cute.
Oh, man. What were we talking about?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter.
Nope.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yes, let's move on. It's been 2 years since the Taliban took over Afghanistan. And if you're wondering how they're running the country, just check this out.
New footage out of Afghanistan shows Taliban security forces patrolling the streets of Kabul on rollerblades. The video, which has gone viral after being uploaded to YouTube, shows soldiers holding onto the side of military vehicles and training on inline skates.
Okay, I wasn't sure before, but now it's official. The Taliban are bad people. I mean, goddamn, what the hell is going on with the Taliban? Are y'all making another Xanadu movie? And you know what? I can't believe how smooth their roads are. I can't even drive down the FDR without giving my car a hysterectomy. It's just so embarrassing for America that we lost the war to a bunch of dudes that's doing the roll bounce.
You know, although I will say, if we had to fight them again, it's good to know all we'll need is just a handful of loose gravel. And also, it's all you need. It's all you need. I will say this. To be fair to the Taliban, which is a phrase I never thought I'd say, this is not that much weirder than what police officers over here are doing when they're riding horses.
Yeah, that's true. Like, whenever I see a police on a horse, I'm like, how's this gonna work? If he arrests me, do I just jump on the back of the horse?
Yeah, or do I have to get my own horse, or does he drag me behind his horse like a Western or something? I don't know. It's weird. The point is, Leslie and I both agree that we're no different than the Taliban. Finally, let's turn to some music news. One of rap's most beloved stars is finally releasing a new album that takes the genre in a whole new direction.
Outkast's André 3000 is releasing his first album in 17 years, but it is not what you might expect. His debut solo album, New Blue Sun, centers around woodwinds. The rapper and songwriter plays flute throughout the album along with other instrumentalists.
Oh, you know what? This is a beautiful, fascinating experiment in the sonic...
No, it is not! I gotta say something, Jordan. This man is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Okay. We have been waiting 17 years for this to release a new album.
Okay.
And it's all flute? I'm gonna kill somebody.
Okay.
This is how you know the white people are winning. Y'all done turned André 3000 into Jethro Tull.
It's a fair point, Leslie, but I'm sorry, I think this is brave.
Yeah, it's brave, because if you play that shit in the hood, you're gonna get your ass beat.
Okay. No. You know what? No. Now, don't listen to Leslie Andrew 3000. André, sorry. Yes. André 3000. Although, this is more of an Andrew 3000 project. Artists have to evolve as they age. You can't be rapping into your 50s. There are only so many words that rhyme with sciatica.
I mean, I'm not saying that he can't evolve.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. You don't always have to stay in your lane, but try not to drive completely off the road into a damn flute store.
No. I think it's great. He's reaching a new audience. You know, a rapper released an instrumental album, and finally I can understand the lyrics.
What? Man, you crazy. A flute can only go so hard. It's not like somebody saying, yo, be quiet, be quiet. The flute is about to come on. That's my shit.
A flute can still slap. That's what I say. Yes,
Slap?
a flute can slap.
Slap?
A flute can slap.
Oh, my God.
A flute can slap. Personally, I can't wait for that moment when a Tesla pulls up next to me, blasting this album at a moderate volume, you know. All treble, no bass.